Here are things you should think twice about refrigerating. Hot sauce. There's plenty of vinegar and salt that you don't need to refrigerate it. Butter. It's one of the few dairy products that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Canned pasta. Anything with pasta sauce is acidic. It breaks down the metal cans and the plastic lining. You'll want to pour it into a Tupperware container and store it in the fridge. Parmesan cheese that you put on your pizza. You can leave this out on the counter and it's no problem. This is a big one for me. Coffee. Do you ever make your coffee and it tastes like onions? Coffee absorbs the onion smell and the oil. Tomatoes. Don't store these in the refrigerator. Instead, once you get them home from the store, take a piece of painter's tape, tear off a little corner, place it over the top of the stem, and store it upside down on your counter. Bread. Never store bread in the refrigerator. It becomes stale faster. If you must store it in the freezer. Ketchup. You can store it in the refrigerator, but it's best to store it on the counter. Now I want to hear your thoughts on eggs. Some people say you should store them in the refrigerator. Others say you can leave them out on the counter. But either way, I like eggs. This is what happens when you store jalapenos in the refrigerator. They become soft, soggy, and moldy. Beef jerky. Stop storing your beef jerky in the refrigerator. You can just leave it out on the counter. Stop storing your chocolate in the refrigerator. It becomes spoiled and it crystallizes. The thing about storing peanut butter in the refrigerator is it becomes hard and unspreadable. Keep it on the countertop or inside your cabinet so it becomes creamy and smooth. This is how your bananas should look like. When you put your bananas in the refrigerator, they become brown and soft and they lose their taste. So store them on the countertop. And if you want them to ripen faster, just put them inside of a brown paper bag. You're welcome. Don't store garlic in the refrigerator. Store the garlic in a dry place. That way it keeps its medicinal qualities, taste, and doesn't become moldy. If you must, store it in an airtight container. Pineapple. The reason you don't want to store this in the refrigerator is because you can have a lot of water loss and it loses its sweetness. The reason you don't want to store ginger in the refrigerator is because it can collect bacteria, which can become harmful to the liver and the kidneys. Just store it on the countertop. Always store your tomatoes in a cool, dry place. This is what happens when you store them in the refrigerator. They sprout very quickly and become soft and spongy. To keep a healthier immune system, don't store your peppers inside the refrigerator. By doing that, you lose vitamin C, collagen, and they become soft. I do like to refrigerate my aloe, especially when I have a sunburn and I need to apply it. You just scoop it out and slather it on your skin. Stop storing your sweet corn in the refrigerator. It collects moisture and accelerates mold growth. Mr. Cucumber should never go in the refrigerator. The cold diminishes the vitamin C content and the fiber. Keep your honey at its best quality by storing in a cool, dry place. By refrigerating honey, it crystallizes and becomes messy. To keep your olive oil with its intended flavor, always store on the counter, never in the refrigerator. Never store your Spam in the refrigerator, unless, of course, it's open. Nutella is just like peanut butter. It becomes hard and unspreadable, and everybody likes Nutella. Storing mango in the refrigerator inside low temperatures will affect the enzymes inside the mango, which definitely affects the taste. Stop storing your onions in the refrigerator. Instead, store them on the countertop because onions can become moldy, waterlogged, and the starch becomes sugar. Don't store your basil or fresh herbs and spices in the refrigerator because they become wilty. A great rule of thumb when shopping for fruits and vegetables, if it's stored unrefrigerated, you can store it unrefrigerated at home. I hope you've enjoyed these tips and tricks with storing your food in the refrigerator and out. Let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite.